Okay, welcome to the backyard of the Sunflower Cottage. I want to walk you through and show you my backyard just as if I came down the stairs. So this shed was bought the second year that I was here, and we had it placed here over to the side. It stores projects parts and planting parts and garden parts and all sorts of things. And then this here is a little currant bush, golden currant bush, and it is doing rather well. I was thinking of actually trimming it back. I didn't think I'd get this much fruit on it because I haven't seen pollinators, but I've got fruit popping out on it all over the place. Whereas I'll show you later, a lot of the different fruit-bearing things that I have in the backyard, the wind hit them pretty hard. It's where the flowers got knocked off, so I don't think I'm going to get much on them. But this just has little currants popping out all over the place. It was filled with pretty yellow flowers about a month ago. So it's looking good on the side here. Hello, little rolling gnomes. I love little gnomes and sunflowers and little trinkets in the garden. And then there's my little mason bee house right there. Hopefully it helps some bees to survive and come out this year. Like I said, I haven't seen very many pollinators. Just something I need to throw in the trash. And then as we walk here on this side, this is the little patio that was built the second year I was here. This little table and chair set actually came with me from my old house. I planted these tomatoes about 2 weeks ago. I think I shocked these two here pretty bad. I don't think they're gonna make it, but this guy's doing pretty good. They were starts actually I got from the big box store. Like I said, this is my patio. It needs to be cleaned up. I will admit, let a lot of things go in the backyard. The reason being is there was a big, huge fire here in New Mexico. And on top of that, afterwards, we realized that we couldn't use the water runoff. So we had water restrictions because of our water system. These here are 2 pepper starts. Again, they were starts already that I got at the big box store. This used to hold a lemon tree, a Myers lemon tree that I got from Stark Brothers. But again, since we had the water restriction, I couldn't water it. So it is a goner. So this is the patio. There will be more peppers out here and more tomatoes sitting out here shortly as I get the backyard back together. So as we turn from the patio, we look at the 2 raised beds. So over the last 2 weeks, I have been setting them up so that I can begin planting the vegetables. There are some lovely little zinnias and marigolds in there to help bring in the pollinators and deter our lovely little bad bugs. The same on this side of this one here. I put in some zinnias and some marigolds again to bring in the pollinators and keep away the bad bugs. And then I put in 2 Ichiban eggplants. They were already starters, again from the big box stores. One's looking pretty bad, but the other one's doing okay. Again, think I shocked them, and then we're also in the heat of the morning, so there's that. And I gotta clean up on this side. This was originally my seed shed. I gotta clean up and put that away. And then some of the pots I need to fill up and move all over. And this here is my hoop / greenhouse that I built. It needs, again, a lot of things I just let go because of the water restrictions, so I couldn't water them. These 2 pots here in the front had blueberry bushes in them, container blueberry bushes, but again, couldn't water, so I lost them. I need to buy some more, again, from Stark Brothers. And if you turn to this is my little asparagus patch. It's in its 2nd year. Hopefully, I lost a few spots that haven't come back up, but the other spots are doing okay. They're kind of puny for a 2nd year, but hopefully they're doing good. And this here is my lettuce bed in the bathtub. All of these were actual starts. They were all over the backyard this year from when I let some lettuce go to seed and it blew the seeds all over the place. So I just picked them up and transplanted them. I thought I might lose all of them because I had shocked them, but they're actually coming back pretty good. So they're just buttercrisp lettuce, and I think there's another one in there. Again, they're just volunteers that appeared all over the different backyards and in the beds from the seeds blowing. And then as we come down here on the side of the green slash hoop house, this is my berry patch. It has blackberries and raspberries in it. I lost 2 of the raspberry bushes, so I want to get more. But this contains raspberries and blueberry bushes that I got from various locations. And I lost 2 of them, so I need to get more. But that's specific for, again, the berries. And these 2 little guys' wire cages had grapes in them. I lost both of them. Believe me, I wish I didn't. But again, I couldn't water them from the water restrictions. So my plan is to hopefully get 2 grapevines grown up nice, big, and thick to where I can put them over an arch over the little meandering walkway here. That's going to be a concrete walkway eventually. Down and through there. And this guy here is a golden delicious dwarf tree. It was filled with flowers about a month ago, but the wind hit pretty hard. And I don't think I'm gonna get any fruits this year because I don't think, again, haven't seen any pollinators. And when the wind hit, it knocked all the flowers off. So I don't think I'm gonna get any golden delicious off of there. And then to this side is one of the many little flower beds. This here is a butterfly bush, again trying to bring in the pollinators. I thought I lost it because all the branches that were growing up from it were dead, but then this guy popped up, so I didn't lose it. I got a bare spot there. These guys just fill in everywhere. And then this is one of the elderberry bushes that I got. I believe it's the John's elderberry. I again thought I lost it, but it popped up and it's growing strong. Here's more of these guys that just spread all over the place. So this is the flower bed on the right side. More sunflower lights of the house in the backyard. That's the back fence. Coming around this way, one of the little doggies, that's Daisy May. This here is, again, a dwarf peach tree. I don't think I'm gonna get any peaches this year because of the fact, again, the wind hit pretty hard and knocked all the flowers off. But that is the peach tree. And then we have Vibe. Hi Vibe, one of my many little puppies. Coming to the very, very back fence, this is one of the other flower beds that I was working on yesterday. Again, I let things go because I couldn't water, so I lost a lot of things. So I was transplanting and fixing up, and I got some new stuff from the box stores. That's a bleeding heart that I put in yesterday, really cheap from the box stores. They had marked it down, so I picked it up. Now, I hope these guys survive. I separated a bunch of hollyhocks to try and do it off from the middle centerpiece, which is a new hydrangea bush, and I separated them, and this separation isn't doing so well when I transplanted them. This here is some bee balm, and those are some lilies coming up there. I didn't lose them again. This whole bed basically was gone except the lilies that are popping up because, again, I couldn't water because of the water restrictions that were put on. So we have the bleeding hearts, we have a hollyhock, we have some lilies, we have some bee balms, and in the center is the new hydrangea bush. Again, I got cheap from the box store because it was marked down. Some more lilies. The other part of the hydrangea, this side's doing a little bit better. And I mean hollyhocks, and then more bee balms, and then there's a little volunteer sunflower, and then another bleeding heart. Again, this whole entire bed except the lilies popping up was bare just because I couldn't water. So I have let things go very badly in this backyard. And these 2 here had columbines in them, but I lost them because, again, couldn't water. And then this back corner here, again, was gone, except some of these grapevine hyacinths that I planted last year along the edge of the border. I gotta fix my borders, again, let them go because of the water restrictions, but the little grapevine hyacinths lasted. And I put in some artichokes in here. Now this is just a test. They say they're perennials. So I want to see if I can get them going and actually have some permanent artichokes growing. And then I put in a climbing rose, which I want to sit a little further back inside there later on today because I put it too close. I didn't realize how close they were going to be to the artichokes. And then over here are 2 trumpet vines that I'm trying to get to grow over the last 2 years that I hope I can tame and put them up this fence. Here you can see, again, I thought I lost them, but there's some peeking up right there. I just fertilized them yesterday. So that one survived. I don't know, get out of there, Lumi! I don't know about this one because I don't see anything popping up in it. So we can keep our fingers crossed and see if something happens. But those are 2, again, trumpet vines that I hope to train up this fence on this side. Get out of there, Daisy May. And this here is a worm composting station that I need to get back up and running. Again, got a lot of things go between the fire and then the water restrictions that came afterwards. This backyard needs some TLC, and I've been slowly trying to bring it back up. And this is one of my many, well, I have 2 beautiful full-grown trees in the backyard. And I originally had some hostas in here and they all died. And I thought I lost these guys, but they came back. Some irises. Lumi, behave. The little beagle there I'm yelling at, that's Lumi. So I need to get this up and planted. I have to take it slow because I'm still on an EA pay. I'm getting things as I go that are on the discount racks at the big box store here in the little town that I live in. So this is the backyard. Oh, I gotta show you 2 more trees. So let's go over to these trees. This is a red delicious apple tree. Again, it's a dwarf. It had flowers on it, but it got beaten up by the wind, and I didn't see any pollinators in the backyard when it had the flowers, so I'm not gonna get any red delicious apples. And then over here, hi Lumi Tuners, stay out of the fertilizer. I just fertilized these yesterday, and all the dogs seem to like the taste of the organic fertilizer. This is a cherry tree, and it had flowers on it, and I thought it was gonna get beaten up, and I didn't think I was gonna get any cherries, but it actually has cherries growing on it. So I'm happy about that, to see little cherries growing. So yeah, this is the cherry tree in the backyard. All the trees got fertilized. Everything in the backyard got fertilized. Like I said, I've been busy in the backyard trying to bring it back up and into its full glory again. Like I told you, I love gnomes and little knickknacks. There's my dragons. Little things in the backyard. Just to make it interesting. There's a gnome and some dragons under these little chairs. And then this, I got my new puppy, and she has decided when I let her out to run through this, so I need to clean it up and reorganize it. These are all these really deep, dark, almost purple irises through here. And I just put in 2 fresh columbines again at the corners here. I got them from the local big box store, really cheap on the discount. And then at the end of either of the irises here are Russian sage that hopefully will come back. There are little ones popping up. Again, this all got ran through by my new puppy who decided to try and take it over. New columbine. And this here is the fire pit that was put in, I think it was the 3rd year I was here. I just put some rosemary in all my little terracotta pots. Hopefully they come back. They probably got shocked. My little Adirondack chairs need to be sanded and painted. But again, here's all the little rosemaries I put in. I got at the big box store. The purple irises that got ran through and smushed down and broken. There's the other columbine that I put in at the corner of the bed. This is on the side of a parking lot of my school. The school that I work at. There's the fire pit. Over to the side again, you can see the 2 raised beds. I've been working on kind of coating them to cover them and to keep them lasting. Again, this here hopefully will be a continuation of the driveway coming down through when I'm able to get it fixed. I got to take everything little time and a little time until I start getting my new salary as a teacher. Again, this is the end of the irises. There is more of the Russian sage. Again, since I couldn't water, I bought drip hoses for all, soaker hoses for all these beds to put in before I knew about the water restrictions. So I just let the soaker hoses where they were, and I need to get them in there and done properly. But again, there's the Russian sage, and here's a little Penstium. Again, big box store, discount rack. Here's these guys. Hopefully they grow up nice and big. They're new from the big box store. This is some more bee balm to bring in the pollinators. It lasted, thank God, it came back. I had another bee balm up here, but I lost it. And I had some other plants in through here, Marvels of Mexico. And it looks like I've lost all them because they haven't reappeared. This is some more of the grapevine hyacinths along here. They survived, they just got beaten down by the new puppy, who I'm trying to train now not to run in the flower beds. The other girls know better, but Daisy Mae does not know, and she comes in. So I had some echinacea on either side. That one came back. I had to replant that one with seeds because it didn't come back. So I put in some more seeds under there yesterday. Hopefully it'll come back. And then here I had an Adam's elderberry, but it did not come back. So I need to get another one of those and put those in so I can have a pollinator for the other one down there on the side bed. And the little guys here in the back are all volunteer sunflowers. And this is the driveway and the driveway gate. There is a bunch of wood over here and things. I'm hopefully planning someday to make a deck, and that was originally bought for the deck, but it didn't get followed through. So again, this is the side garden, flower bed there, the fire pit, the patio, the shed, the hoop / garden house. You can see the trees in the back of the yard there. So that's my yard. Needs some work, needs some cleanup, but hopefully I can get it done. And then if we come down here, I didn't show you to the side of it because this is a mess. Again, a mess. I let things go. Daisy Mae, the new puppy, is a hole digger. There she is. She's a hole digger. She's about 1.5 years now. Need to train her. So this area got a mess. I would leave them out and she would decide to dig holes. So I got to clean up back here. But on this side of the house, there's a lovely little lilac bush. It lasts through everything, so it is live and kicking. I didn't get as much flowers on it as I would have liked this year's, but it's still alive and kicking. I have 2 little raised beds back here. Eventually there's going to be a gate across here. I have these here right now to keep out the dogs because they will climb up the wall and be in here no time. This is my herb garden. I lost almost everything except the mint and the sage coming back, so I got some herb starts and I just again put them in yesterday because I've been working in the backyard. So this is and of course mint survives everything, so the mint's alive and kicking. But I got oregano and thyme and the sage and some basil. Put those in. There'll be more in there as I go. And then I have some honeysuckles, which I'm hoping to train to go over this fence. And then this is my strawberry patch. Again, lost everything, couldn't water. Just bought some strawberries from the local big box store, and I'm slowly filling it back up. And they're looking pretty good. And then that's another honeysuckle. Again, I'm hoping that they'll grow more so I can train them and put them up over the fence. There's this honeysuckle. Again, hoping to train and put them up over the fence. And I'll show you the front yard here shortly. But honeysuckle, strawberry bed, honeysuckle, herb garden. Again, working on the backyard slowly but surely because I let it go. Lilac bush. So there's that side. The messed up area next to the shed. Pardon me as I walk down because There's a little raised wall here. See, we put that in to keep the dirt in from washing down the side of the house. And I say we, me and my ex-boyfriend, which is no longer here. This is all me, so it's gonna take me a while to get the backyard straightened up and kicking. And my little fountain, hopefully that will be running soon. So that is the backyard in all its glory. There's a lot of projects to be done, a lot of things to be taken care of, a lot of things that I let go, again, because of the water restrictions. So I lost a lot of the plants because I couldn't water last spring and summer because of the water restrictions. So I'm slowly building back up to where I need to be. So that is the backyard. This will be a walkway, and then it will go down into the meandering path down there. So, and that's Pixel, little Pixelicious, and Vibration, my little terrier girls. And she's been following me around. That's the little puppy girl, Daisy. And then this is Miley. Say hi, Miley Wiley. Yeah, that's my big baby. Where are the beagles? Are they getting into trouble? I have 2 beagles too. So I'm gonna check to see where they're at and introduce you to them real quick. Cause Miley, Lumi, get out of there. That's the messed up area at the end. I gotta get out all this plastic. That is Lumi. She's the younger of the beagles. She's about 4 or 5, somewhere in there. And then there's Coda. She is the oldest girl of them all. I would say she's going on 15. She's over here, if you can see her. Hi, Coda Bear. How's the queen? Huh? How's the queen? How's Mama's queen? No, don't go. Move. Coda. Hey, Mama just wants to say hi. Hello, Coda Bear. How's my little angel? Huh? How's the queen of this pack? How's the pack leader doing? You okay? Huh? The pack leader okay? Yeah, that's Dakota girl. So, this is my backyard. I think I showed you the asparagus patch. That's the asparagus patch right there. And again, the raised bed of all the volunteer lettuces that were like in all these containers from the seed casting that happened last year, that their lettuce went to seed. Now I have all these little lettuces popping up. I transplanted them there. So there's a lot to do in this backyard. And I've been slowly doing it. Yesterday I planted like over between plants and seeds like 15, 20 things. So it was a hard day yesterday. I kind of slept in, and now it's the heat of the morning. So hopefully I will get this back up and go into all its glory and get the other little projects done, like the path and the walkway and the continuation of the driveway. So there you go. That is the Sunflower Cottage and the backyard gardens. All I can say to you who might watch this, raise your heart, head, and hands to the sun, just like a sunflower.